them sharing their information. Now it's your turn. It's my turn. I'm going to share my story. And the reason I'm going to share my story is, one, it shares a little bit of information about the product and the company, and then why I like Jamberry. But two, it is planting a recruiting seed. It's the first time that you're going to talk about the opportunity without talking about the opportunity. So this is something that I would say. I loved hearing all of the things that you do. You guys are in for a treat with Jamberry because it's going to solve a ton of the themes that you guys are talking about here tonight. And I was just like you a few years ago. I had never heard of Jamberry. In fact, the only reason I went is because one of my friends invited me, and I thought, you know what, this will be fun. I'll take my daughter, probably something really cute for her to do. When I got there, I saw all of the different designs, how interested ladies were, how excited I actually was to try it. But I was a horrible nail biter before Jamberry, and I didn't even think I was going to like it. So I put a sample on my finger, I did some on my daughter, but what really got me was when she told me that they were going to last 4 to 6 weeks in my workout shoes. I work out 5 times a week, and I have never been able to find a product that would work. I will go get the occasional pedicure with my friends, but I'm not going to spend the time or the money to go and get a pedicure all the time. The person that lets their pedicure draw into a French tip or slaps polish on top of polish. That was me prior to Jamberry. So that really excited me that they might last 4 to 6 weeks on my workout shoes, but I wasn't really sure that was going to happen. But it did. I went home, my daughter and I applied our nail wraps. I had really awesome bright colored chevron for my first pedicure, and everywhere I went, my friends and neighbors were asking me about the wraps. They were noticing them and saying, oh my gosh, what are those? So I finally said, I'm just gonna host a party. Like, calm down, I'm gonna host a party you guys can come see because everyone is really excited. And then I just kept thinking about it a little bit more and decided, you know what? Christmas is coming up, there are teacher gifts that I can buy, there's a lot of gifts that I can use this for, so I think I'm just gonna give it a go, host a party, and that'll be the end of that. Well, 2 years later, I have now surpassed my husband's income, and I have gone on a cruise to Belize, and I am going to Cancun in a few weeks by just sharing a product that I love. I literally get paid to have pretty nails. And the reason I say that, so I've kind of gone into my story, is just talking about some of the success, sharing a little bit of my story, and it doesn't matter if your story is as long as mine. You can either choose to share a story that's bigger than your own, or just share what you love about Jamberry and the successes, that you paid off your kit immediately at your launch party, you had no idea, that you already have 15 people on your team and you signed up a few months ago. Whatever your success is, there is no such thing as too small, but you need to share your story, what you love about Jamberry, and what makes you successful, because ladies have no idea. If you don't tell them, how are they going to have any idea that this can be a great business opportunity? So as you guys are here this evening, take a look at how fun and simple my job is, and if you could use an extra $400 to $600 a month, I would love for you to take an information packet home this evening. So we're going to talk about recruiting at parties 3 times. The first time through planting a seed, which is your story. The second time you're going to talk about it is $400 to $600. That is directly hitting recruiting on the head. You say nothing at your party, you get there and you forget your entire script. Do not cut this part out. I know initially I cringed and I was afraid to say that, but it is really important to hit that recruiting right directly on the head. Practice it in front of the mirror and say exactly what I said verbatim. It doesn't need to be lengthy. And when I implemented that, I recruited 11 ladies in 11 weeks, and I contribute a ton of my recruiting success to directly sharing that information with the group in the party.